Hey you! Welcome to the Glamorous Geese. Subscribe for more Steel Division videos, and like and comment and say what your favorite Steel Division deck is, and enjoy the video. Alright guys, welcome back to another Steel Division guide. Today I'm going to be showing you the first DFL. This is considered one of the best divisions in Steel Division, besides the 6th Airborne, which it usually comes about equal to on an A to S tier status. This would be in S tier. My deck is going to be different than all of your decks, but I'm going to show you how to build your Steel Division deck and what you should be looking out for. But obviously my playstyle is different and everybody is going to have different decks. However, I will put my deck code in the description because I play the DFL quite a bit, so I'm sure it could help some people. First, we're going to start with the Recon tab. The Recon is somewhat lackluster, but it does have some good units. The Fusilier Marines, they're alright. They have 3 Thompsons, 3 M1 carbines, and 3 smoke grenades. They're a good smoke layer troop, but I don't really have anywhere to fit them in. Also the carbines, they're alright. They have a range of 300, so they're better than the SMGs at range, obviously. A little bit less fire rate, a little more accuracy, yada yada yada. Everything else is pretty normal. Other than the Recon vehicles, you get the armored car, which is pretty good. It has 25 millimeters of frontal armor, and it has a road speed of 90 kilometers, which is really good for rushing in A phase. You also have the M3A3, which has much less road speed, but it's still good. It has a solid 45 millimeter frontal armor and the same 70 millimeter gun. Yeah, other than that, they're pretty similar. This is way better for A phase. You could even take this in B phase if you just want the extra guns, because this thing has a pretty good range, so it can snipe whatever you want it to. Moving on to the almost forgot. Commandos d'Afrique. These are very good. They have the American M1 Garands, which is like the best rifle in the game because it's semi-automatic. And then it has 4 Thompsons, good at CQC, good at medium range, and it has a machine gun for long range. And since it's an automatic rifle machine gun, that means it can fire at any range, which is great. It also has the bazooka, which is the main reason why you take this. It's a great troop for doing everything and shooting tanks, which you will need help with. And moving on to the infantry tab, there is a lot of infantry in this deck. Let me go over some of the stuff I didn't take. These guys, which I won't even try to pronounce, these are the African troops. I didn't take them because they are a normal infantry squad, but I'd much rather take these guys because they have more SMGs and they have Molotov cocktails. So yes, and also their Raider trait. These Pioneers, I actually did take in my old deck I took a card of these. They're pretty good. But I replaced them with the Pioneers. These guys are basically the same as these guys. Chalks. I've never really found a way to use these. It's basically a CQC infantry with Willie Pete, which is an anti-tank grenade, I guess, as it says up here. But I believe it can be used against infantry. Anyway. BMP, I took one of these. Great leader card. You get 3 of them. They have they're actually max vet, which is great because it increases their range. And they have the radio. Sappers, I did take one of these. It's a very well-rounded unit, but once it's out of TNT, it's pretty bad in forests. So it's got 1 Thompson, 10 rifles, and the bazooka and the TNT. So it's very well-rounded. This guy, very overall leader. I wouldn't take them because usually your leaders aren't supposed to be in the front lines. But the sniper is pretty good. The bazooka is pretty good. Smoke is great for leaders. Next one, it removes the sniper and replaces it with carbines. Again, I wouldn't really take these guys. They're pretty expensive. Oh, this one is fanatical though, since it's a legionnaire. Now, up to the stuff that I have taken. This is your main line infantry. You don't get a lot of it, but what you do get is great. You get 2 Thompsons, 8 rifles, and 2 Brens, which is great. It also comes with a bazooka. Legionnaire, Sapiri, or like Sapper Pioneers. These guys are the best in forests. If they're against a Sapper, they will not be able to get their TNT off because it has 2 flamethrowers, and it has the 3 Thompsons and 5 rifles. This is great, a great pick for your CQC infantry, and you can even take them in the half tracks if you want to. Legionnaires, who I did take in the half tracks, these are even better. These are your most elite units. They have 2 BARs, which are great, 8 rifles and 3 Thompsons, and it also has 4 TNT. So that means these guys, not only can they fight long range very effectively because they're also fanatical, they can also fight in forests very effectively because they have TNT. Now they will struggle against flamers. Do keep that in mind. We're going to B phase. I've taken Sappers. I've already explained these guys. Another card of Legionnaires and a second card in B phase of Legionnaires. C phase, I've taken the BIMP with this like hero guy. I don't think he gets any stat bonuses, but I'm probably wrong. It's the same BMP squad or BIMP squad. And another card of Legionnaires in C phase. So that is my infantry deck, or infantry section. Moving on to the tank tab, we have the Shermans. That's what we have in this tank tab. Normal Shermans, coming up with the 90mm of penetration gun and the 100mm of frontal armor. And then they have their special type of Shermans, which has an M7, which has 130mm of pen and a range of 1,750. But it only has a frontal armor of 75mm. So watch out with these. You get more in the AT tab, but I will go back to that. Here I picked, it's pretty simple, very lackluster. I would take this command vehicle because it has armor. This is great because it's fast, but it does not have armor, so it can just get RD'd. The howitzer is great. Honestly, you could take 2 cards of this. This machine gun, it's a normal machine gun. And then I took supplies. Yep. Pretty lackluster. You could also take the M8 Scott. It's alright. I'm just not a big fan personally. Now to the AT tab, where you got a lot of good, juicy things. Starting with the FFI Partisans, Free French Insurgency Partisans. They come with a they come with 6 Panzerfausts, which have a range of almost nothing, 120. Insta kills tanks. 2 Stens, okay. But it does come in the FFI Traction, which has a road speed of 115 kilometers per hour. This is the fastest vehicle in the game by far. and it's a must take for this division. The M3 is also a must take because, oh well, yeah, I would take the M3 because it comes in such quantity. It's kind of expensive for what it is, but it does have a range of 1,250 and a good rate of fire, kind of similar to this. I could see someone switching out that the M3 gun in A phase for B phase, but you also can double vet this and get 6 of them, which is very good. These are the exact same tanks as before. Even though they're a tank destroyer, nothing has changed. They're the same tank. So 130 pen and 75 millimeters of armor, same thing. Now going to the AA tab, it has everything you might need. 2 Boffer cards, not very expensive. The second one is just 2, and the first one is also 2, which is unfortunate, but these guys will keep the skies clear in a 1v1. Just make sure you don't get RD'd. And making sure you don't get RD'd, you will be in the artillery tab. I have a mortar, 81mm mortar, to support my infantry in A phase, a leader card in B phase, and 2 cards of 155mm. These guys are pretty good. They have a decent accuracy for a artillery piece and good damage. So I would take them. They're great. You could also take the 105s. They're a lot cheaper, actually. They're a ton more cheaper. And they do similar damage, but they don't have the accuracy. And I think this one has better rate of fire. Yes, this one also has better rate of fire. I don't usually take this. I don't know if you can find a use for it. Be all means. But yeah, you also got observers, which are not great. I wouldn't take these unless you really need a recon unit, and you need to take it in your artillery phase, even though you have a lot more cards to choose from in the recon phase. Switching over to the air tab, you got the Spitfire. Oh, great. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it'll get the job done. You also have the Hellcats, which are going to be your CAS. 2 454 kilogram bombs. Great at clearing out infantry, and it's kind of quick at it, decently quick. Hellcat, another, and this one is AT. Use that to kill tanks, obviously. And then the P-47, 2 of those bombs, and 1 227 kilogram bomb. So it's good. And this one has 8 Browning machine guns on its wings. So watch out for that. Spitfire Recon or the Lightning. Honestly, you could take the Lightning, actually. It's very fast, especially for a recon vehicle. So if you want to do a cheesy little recon bomber A phase, by all means. More P-47s. All these are just different with just different bombs. You could also take the P-39 as your fighter of choice. But I prefer the Spitfire. You can also take the B-26, which can definitely drop a big load, but it does have a speed of 350, so you need to make sure to have that covered by fighters. Spitfire with a bomb load, it doesn't have the speed that you might want it to have, so I don't know. It also doesn't have that many bombs. You could take it. another B-26, this time with 2 almost 1,000 kilogram bombs. And that concludes the guide. I hope you enjoy the deck. I'm going to leave in the description the deck code. And tell me what I missed. Tell me, oh no, you should have taken that M3A3 card, you idiot. Tell me all that in the comments below. Alright, enjoy. Alright, peace out. And enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.